Hi, welcome to Najo's Recaps. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Thank you for staying with me video after video. Let's go through episodes 15 to 17 of Empress Key. Okay, so Wangi breaks into the palace and they have the whole cliche here, Cole take my jacket moment. The two catch up. He tells her about the blood vow. She offers her help to get rid of the regent. He rejects her help and even forbids her to help him, and he does that to protect her. Unique Bang, however, asks for her help despite Wangi asking him not to. He gives Ki an appeal to slip into the pile so that the regent can read it. One night, the emperor runs into a lady who seems a little off her rocker. We hear someone call for her. She's Lady No, and when she's called, she hardly walks away. She breaks into Ki's room and is caught. We also find out that she was once the favorite court lady of Togon's father, and his death really affected her. By the way, I'm so sorry for this nasal undertone and slight raspiness in my voice, y'all. I've had a very terrible cold and cough for I don't know about 2 weeks. I just started to feel better and I could not leave y'all in the holiday season without one video at least. Meanwhile, Yon catches the plague. Tao Tao guesses that it must be because he touched Kopsol's body. You see, Tao Tao tossed it into a well in the plague-infested Koryo village, and Yon hadn't really been outside the palace within that period of time. So if he did not touch the body, there's no way he could have contracted the disease. Okay, so because Tao Tao tossed the body into the infected village, it was a no-brainer for him as to how Yom contracted the disease, right? But what did not make sense to me was how Tangishi was not infected as well. Because yes, Yom examined the body, but so did Tangishi. So I really do not get how Tangishi was not infected but Yom was. And y'all, Tana has a crush on Wang Yu. She has a crush on Wang Yu. The regent reads what Ki slipped in and it's on the lookout. Everyone now knows about the blood vow, and the rat's race to find it has begun. Wang Yu learns about Ki's hand in delivering the appeal to the regent, and he tells her not to look for him, never to see him, never to think of him. And I'm like, these men. I know we know he's doing this for his safety, but can't he just tell her, oh, I'm doing this for your safety? Why does he have to say all these hurtful things? That night, she drinks with Togon, sleeps in his room, and the Empress almost walks in on that scene. Meanwhile, Wang Yu succeeds in shaking the regent up with another trick, basically spreading word of the blood vow amongst the people. In retaliation, the regent publicly threatens Togon to send a message across. That night, he and Ki have a moment outside, and this does not go unnoticed by yours truly. After the public notices of the blood vow are put up, the regent feels even more threatened and confronts the Empress Dowager about the shenanigans that's been going on. Wang Yu walks in on Ki and Togon in an interesting position, and they all head to the Empress Dowager's palace. The Empress also meets Wang Yu, and this just confirms the crush I was mentioning before. The marriage of Wang Yu to a Yuan princess is discussed, and he's against the idea. Yonhua, deciding to be Yonhua again, trips Ki, but Wang Yu breaks her fall and ends up scalded by the hot tea. Ki has a heart-to-heart talk with Yonhua afterwards, and man, was their heart.
잘못했어. 한 번만 더 이딴 짓 해봐. 그때 어떻게 되나?
The squad is at it again, and the regent is just paranoid at this point. He starts to suspect everyone around him. That night, Togon orders Began and Tao Tao to find the blood vow, and Ki, realizing the common enemy is the regent, decides to help Togon. Back to Lady No, she's having one of her episodes and blurts out that she knows where the blood vow is. Since she's considered crazy, no one takes her seriously. Except Ki, that is. She opts to take care of Lady No. Okay, so if you made it this far, would you please like, comment, and subscribe? It helps me know that you like my content, and that's how the algorithm works. Plus, it's the festive season. Help a sister out. Days pass by, and Togon plans a shadow play. The Empress thinks it's a surprise for her, and before you wonder if it is, it's not. She comes uninvited and tells her attendant to also send for Wang Yu. And when asked why, she says she suspects that the emperor is jealous of Wang Yu because of her. Well, she's not wrong at all. Togon is jealous, just not because of her. Halfway through the play, Togon asks the woman who he intended the play to be for to come and stand by him and watch. He tries to grab her hand. Wang Yu grabs her hand too, and they are playing a friendly game of tug of war at this point. Well, more like tug of key, but let's see what happens. It was boring for a while, so I am glad that the Blood Vow has brought some drama here. It makes sense as to why everyone wants it. For Togon, it's hope, a weapon against the Regent. For Wang Yu, it's a way to get back to Koryu. For Qi, this is a weapon to get rid of her enemies with. For the Regent, it's a threat to his reign. The list goes on and on and on. And it's amazing how one thing can mean so many different things for people. I'm not going to talk much about Hanashiri. This is clearly a one-sided crush. I don't blame her though. Wang Yu is cute, and her husband practically hates her guts. He does not pay attention to her, and if he does, it's for all the wrong reasons. Till next time, thanks for watching.